Expeditions Rome, my fair review. What happens when you combine old school real-time strategy like Civilization 2 or Heroes of Might and Magic with the cRPGs like Wasteland or Divinity? Well, Expeditions Rome happens, thank God. The most pleasant surprise of 2022 and for now my strong game of the year contender. Let's not waste time and go straight to sections to rate Expeditions Rome properly as it deserves. First section is the story. Story happens in a time of Roman Republic. For those that don't know, during Republic, Senate, Legatuses, and two consuls were ruling the Rome. During Roman Empire, there was an imperator that ruled Rome. This happens in Roman Republic. So, to shorten things up, story takes place of you as a small army general becoming legatus all the way to plenty of different endings where you can even become an emperor and change Roman Republic into Roman Empire. But of course, as I said, there are plenty of choices and consequences where you'll be able to directly impact the history in Greece, Egypt, and Gallia, as well as Rome, of course. Brilliant writing, full with quotes and words of wisdom, it adds special charm to the game. Actors, they were brilliant, especially for companions and nearly all NPCs in the game. It's a realistic game with very realistic story, setting, and approach. I loved it. 10 out of 10 for the story. Next section is game bugs and optimization. Not a single crash in 100 hours long game. A single one. Loading times were mega fast. The game worked really well. Very few bugs were present which you can resolve in one simple quick load. For such a huge game, it's actually amazing, and a new game, huge and new, it's amazing how well it works. 10 out of 10 for bugs and optimization. Next section is game time. For me, main campaign lasted around 85 hours on the hardest difficulty available, Crassus Insane difficulty. For easier difficulties, and there are 3 of them in total, easier difficulties, 4 including Crassus Insane difficulty, I guess around 60 hours and less should be enough to finish the game on those easier difficulties. Replay value is there, in a small amount though. There is a DLC with Gladiator Arena, of course, which will prolong playtime even further to above 100 hours plus. 10 out of 10, money well spent for what it offers. Next section is game difficulty. A realistic approach to combat and army management led to amazing challenge during the entire campaign. All fights were handcrafted and they were brilliant. On the hardest difficulty available, there is literally no room for mistake or you're gonna end up dead. I've been there, I've seen it, and I conquered it. 10 out of 10. Next section is maps and graphics. 4 main maps in the game, monster huge maps to be more precise, Greece, Egypt, Rome, and Gallia. Every map is full to the brim with special encounters, events, army battles, and of course main story turn-based combat with your faithful companions. Graphics are great, it's a colorful game, to put it up short, very colorful. I loved everything about it. UI is crystal clear and it's very rich. Map is a place where you'll rest your eyes, literally rest your eyes as you can see right now in the video. And camera angles during combat are straight perfect. 100% quality game. Maps and graphics 10 out of 10. Next section and the most important one would be gameplay. So, we got mix of 2 genres. It could be a bit overwhelming at the start for unexperienced players, but man, once you get used to it, you'll love it. Manage items and inventory, manage your praetorians and your centurions, manage your army, manage your companions, keep everyone fed and happy, and on top of all of it, Divinity-like turn-based combat, just straight amazing. Combat is so freaking cool, there is no magic and spells like in all other cRPGs. Here you got special moves, different weapons, flanking, tactics, those would be your main allies, alright? I had amazing time with every single aspect of gameplay. Story interactions with choices and consequences were my absolute favorite, by the way. You will change history and make impact on every choice you make, whether it be good or bad. 10 out of 10 for gameplay. Leveling and itemization as the next section. 5 classes and 15 subclasses to pick from. Classic Sagittarius, or better to say Sniper for range, Classic Support or Destroyer with staffs, tridents and spears, Classic Centurion, Brick Wall, Taunting, Sword and Board classes, or Assassins, or even more Milo Gladiator classes. Plenty of fun choices to pick from, and that's not all, by the way. Everyone receives XP and levels up. Your companions, your centurions, and your praetorians. Want more? Well, everyone can be equipped with different type of weapons, trinkets, and armor, including unique items with special passive abilities. You want more? Every weapon has different skills and movesets, and once you learn how to combine hundreds of different attacks, flank, stun, backstabs, lower morale, overwatch, and so on, you'll love this game even more. Want more? Well, there are consumables also, from classic heals to freaking cantrips, banners, and oil into Greek fire. Want more? Your main character and companion will learn special passive skills for army management or conversation options. Want more? There is army and camp management too. Yes, there is. You can advance your camp with better buildings, to heal faster, craft weapons faster. Yes, there is crafting too, or to speed up production of stratagems that can be used in army battles. Speaking about stratagems, dear god, there are so many and all of them feel realistic during those army battles. Want more? You'll need to pay attention on denarii, on slaves, the amount of slaves, on food, and on water during your travels. Want more? Well, I probably missed something cause this section is freaking insane. But trust me, if you are into rich leveling and itemization, then Expeditions Rome will for sure satisfy your needs. Recipes, upgrades, army, items, consumables, barter, XP, passives, actives, choices and consequences, everything that you can imagine is there. Now here comes the funny part and also amazing part. All of that is balanced to perfection. I'm dead serious. It's unreal how rich and huge it feels, and it's freaking balanced. It might be one of the best balanced turn-based games I played in my life. 10 out of 10, no brain here. Next section, NPCs and enemies. Plenty of NPCs, all memorable and never boring. Again, this game nails every section there is. Your companions, they are unique, realistic, they have their own attitude and personal quests. They interfere in every conversation, plot, and quest. Hell, even freaking Praetorians and Centurions will sometimes talk and interfere during events on the map and during conversations. Main villains are also memorable and extremely annoying. Enemies are humans and humans only. It's a realistic game after all. But there are plenty of classes for those enemies, so variety is huge. Boss fights are also there, of course. I can say only one thing. Caeso, Cineros, and Bestia are unforgettable companions. They're so freaking different from each other, and their conversations are nothing short of epic. I could speak for days about this game and about its companions and about enemies and how everything works, but let's make it short. It's 10 out of 10, no brain. Now, the last section is music and sound. Music is the weakest part of the game and the only minor flaw there is. I can't remember a single tune in this game. Now don't get me wrong, music is there, plenty of different tunes, but all of that is just there to bring up the atmosphere. Sound effects are brilliant, absolutely brilliant sound effects, especially during those army battles. And now here comes the best part. Every single line of text, and there's plenty of text and conversations, so every single line is fully voice acted, and voice acting is nothing short of amazing. This is a huge game and every single line of text is voice acted, man. No words how much it means for the overall immersion. It's a triumph for such a brilliant game. 9 out of 10 only because of the music. Now we got final verdict. 9 sections with 89 points, and that would be 9.8888, close to 9.9 out of 10 for Expeditions Rome. Close to 10 out of 10, very close to perfection. The only small minus and a letdown in my eyes was, call it a blend music, atmospheric music. What can I say now without numbers? This game is a pure masterpiece and probably my game of the year for 2022. It brought me more fun than Elden Ring in 2022. I don't see any other game to reach the greatness of Rome, Expeditions Rome. Elden Ring fans might get upset, but this game is pure, realistic history, and it takes everything that was great from old school real-time strategies and modern cRPGs to combine everything together into a freaking monster. I'm also from the parts where the Rome was, okay, and I kinda feel a huge connection to the game too, so that adds to the immersion even more to me, okay? I love Roman history. I had amazing time with the game, it's worth every penny, not to mention that you'll also be able to play its Gladiator Arena DLC on top of all of this content, and this is a very huge game. For those that want to meet Cicero, Pompeius, Cato, for those that want to see real Roman Senate debates and become a war general legatus in the most realistic game ever created in the genre, okay? When you combine real-time strategy with a cRPG, look no further, Expeditions Rome is here. I'll thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.